Ladies and gentlemen, what Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Stephen Biko, Jaga Jan, and Lamin Sane had in common was the simple fact that they were willing to fight for what they believed in. They were willing to fight for freedom. Unlike many of us, these fine young men were ready to die fighting for what they believed in. Let me take this opportunity to show my appreciation and thank the families of the fallen freedom fighters. To you we say thank you. We thank you because your husbands, fathers, uncles sacrificed their lives. They sacrificed your future. They went and fought for us. They didn't make it out. But make no mistakes that when the time is right, when we finally get the dictator out, we will honor them right where they belong in Gambian history. So to you I say thank you, and be confident that we will never back down, and we will continue to fight for what they've started. Today my video is for the fearmongers out there, those that keep calling people like me and many in the struggle, telling us that it's not worth it, telling us not to trust our fellow Gambians, that we have families that we need to think about. To those people, I say, what would have happened to your life if Malcolm X had not fought and died for you? What would have happened if Nelson Mandela had stopped fighting? What about Martin Luther King? You and I are sitting in the United States today, enjoying freedom, getting jobs, a better life, because somebody died. Who are you to tell us to stop doing what we're doing because we lost a few people? What would have happened if Nelson Mandela had stopped fighting for South Africa when Stephen Biko got killed? What would have happened if Jesse Jackson had stopped when Martin Luther King got killed? See, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate the fact and I respect those who refuse to join the struggle for whatever reason. What is hypocritical and unacceptable is those of you that keep calling us, telling us to stop the fight. It is not only hypocritical, but it is very disrespectful. So I hope this video will serve and a message to those people that the phone calls need to stop, because there is no backing down. If you don't have the common sense to fight for what's right, because for the last 20 years, our families have been harassed, tortured, our sisters raped, many killed. To this day, Jammeh and his people are killing Gambians. When will the madness stop? When will we understand that there's no way around this mess? We're going to have to stand up and fight. We have the energy and the stamina to fight today. If we don't, this is going to be the norm in our country. So to you I say, it's one thing you don't want to join the struggle, but please, whatever you do, stop calling people and telling them to get out of this fight. Stop calling people and trying to remind them, scare them. We're all Gambians. You're educated. Many of you who at least call me are educated, and you know what's wrong and what's right. It is one thing you choose to look the other way, but it's another thing when you call me and disrespect me and many others, asking them to stop the fight. Look, we understand fighting a tyrant is very dangerous. Yeah, Jammeh is more powerful, wealth-wise, He can pay his way through anything. But there's something in me and many others that are fighting, that we believe standing for the right thing, standing for the right, fighting for the right is worth dying for. And something tells me inside that as a nation someday we're going to come together, and many of us are going to look at each other. And you fearmongers, I'm sure you will have another reason as to why you did what you did. But make no mistakes, Gambian history has been written. For the last 20 years, those of you that have tortured people, you also have families, your fathers and mothers. To the soldiers that are torturing people or have killed people, the next time you look at your child, just remember the guy you killed or the person you tortured also has a child. When you eat dinner, go to bed, lay next to your wife, just remember that there's another woman who wished their husband was there. Even if you didn't kill them, but if you know their whereabouts and you didn't speak up, you should feel guilty. No one is saying that it's not okay for you to take a job for the government. What is not okay, ladies and gentlemen, is to help Yahya Jammeh continue to oppress the Gambian people. This is where we have a problem with our fellow citizens. We understand he's a tyrant, but we also understand that you're very smart. And there's a way that you can help this nation get out of what we're in. Unlike what Yahya Jammeh is telling many of us and the world, we know there's a lot of disgruntled people in the service, especially within the army. But we also know that he's done a very good job to divide you. But you're smart. As a group, you're smarter than him. You must find a way to give us information. You must find a way to come together and overpower the few that are holding him there. If you do, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be proud of yourselves and you will go into our national history just like Nelson Mandela did. Nelson Mandela was jailed for 27 years. Once they knew he truly believed what he was saying, they didn't kill him. They let him go. He walked out as a free man. The desire for freedom that Nelson has is the same desire we Gambians have to have. What is this life if you cannot speak up in your own nation? What is the essence of this life? If you can take vacation and go into your own country and not be able to speak up? What is the essence of this life? For one person to control 2 million people. Because we all know the day Yahya Jammeh goes will be the end of this tyranny. So to the fearmongers and our brothers and sisters back home that are torturing people, please stop. It's not worth it. No amount of money is worth torturing your fellow being. No amount of money is worth killing your fellow being. You must do the right thing by either giving us information or coming together and rising up and telling Yahya Jammeh that it's enough. There is no backing down, ladies and gentlemen. We have to keep the fight. We have to keep fighting for Jagajan and the fallen freedom fighters. Thank you.